Hey everyone, you're watching SMUBE Campus Radio. Say what you want to say. Welcome to the third episode of SMUAlive, where we keep the conversations flowing and the vibes always grooving. I'm Luke.
And I'm Ethan. And oh boy, Luke, the conversations today we're gonna have, they're gonna be real.
For sure, Ethan. So, last episode we had Taran and Grace on here, sharing with you their experiences and their perspectives when it comes to dating. If you haven't checked out their episode or heard their podcast, be sure to check the links in the description box down below.
And today, me and Luke, we're gonna dive deep into conversations relating to our closest relationships, from romance to family. But one thing, Luke, we have to keep it real.
For
We have
sure.
to keep it real. And
For
that's why the video is titled as
FRUH.
FRUH. Okay, well, the young ones would like to call it for real, for real. But anyways, Luke, to help facilitate our conversation, we are gonna use a deck of truth and dare cards. And so, you wanna run us through the game rules?
Sure. So here's what we're going to do today. In my hands, you guys can see, is a curated truth deck. Now, these are all questions that me and Ethan both need to answer by sharing our stories or experiences. Now, here's the catch, Ethan.
Oh.
If we are unable to answer any of the questions in the truth deck, our kindest producers have curated a dare deck for us.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
you must be wondering what this dare deck is all about. Well, you're in for a treat, because if we can't answer any of the questions, we have to pick up a dare card and we have to do everything that the dare card wants us to do. Now, the viewers don't know this, but for our viewers out there, to give you some context, we know our producers and we know that they can get really creative. So fingers crossed we stay alive after this.
Fingers crossed indeed, Luke. And so, keeping up with the last episode on romance, why not we kick off as well in the theme of love and romance?
Sure.
Luke, wanna do the honors?
Ooh, okay, so what are the vibes we're getting for the first card? Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Let's go for it.
I'm shaking, Ethan.
Okay, Luke.
Hold me. Okay, so the first truth that I have to answer is what are the must-have qualities in a long-term relationship? So say it again for the viewers out there. What are the must-have qualities in a long-term relationship?
Whoa. Oh, this is a hard one, Luke. Better be careful.
Must Why do you say that? A must-have quality in a long-term relationship. I think the connection must be there. And I'm talking about like when you first, get to know someone. Obviously, like if you guys hit it off, then that's what people call a vibe, right? You can vibe with the person. But I think for a long-term relationship to really last, there must be some sort of emotional connection where you get each other on a deeper understanding. So it's not just about looks, it's not just about the superficial day-to-day, but it's really more about the values that you share, the whether or not you can just go for hours talking about anything under the sun. I think we've all had those kinds of relationships, not just romantic ones, but with friends, where you can meet up after 6 months and you guys are essentially talking for another 6 months, but like in the span of 4 hours. So it's that kind of quality that I seek in a long-term relationship.
So
What about you, Ethan?
So synergy is important, Luke. But I think for me, I completely agree with you. And I think fundamentally we have to look at what's underlying that synergy. And so I think personally for me would be maybe common interests and common values.
For sure, yeah.
So this is real, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep it
keeping
real.
it for real, bro.
Keeping
Yeah,
it for real. So I once had a relationship in the past. Oh, okay.
the tea. We're
All right,
getting to the
Luke.
tea.
All right, Luke. All right,
Okay,
you be
yes.
you, huh? All right, Luke. So, okay, back to the story. I think my relationship, I had a lot of synergy with the person I once dated, and we had a lot of conversations. We dated for 3 years.
Wow.
Conversations were deep. Conversations were broad. Could talk about anything under the sun, except perhaps we had a bit of misalignment in the values. And I think this goes back to how we live our lives, the philosophies we subscribe to, and also the way we perceive the world around us. So I think I differ with that with my ex. And ultimately, in the end, this determines how far you can go, Luke.
For sure.
So to me, I think you got to keep the values somewhat aligned if you want to have strong synergy in the long run.
Okay, so I guess like for your sake, I think we both agree that connection, synergy, and values are really important and must have qualities that you share when it comes to a long-term relationship.
Definitely.
I think we've successfully answered that question. Shall we move on to the next? Would you
Be
like
my
to do,
guest, man.
would
Okay,
you like to
all
do the
right, all right.
honors?
I'll do it. Okay. And so my question here is, how many times did the thought of breaking up come up during the relationship, and what were the trigger points?
Whoa, okay.
Okay,
so,
this
wait,
is
wait.
in deep, man.
How many times I heard breakup and my mind
Yep,
just shut
this
off.
is the
Like,
thought of breaking up come up. The how many times the thought of breaking up comes up in the relationship, and what were the trigger points? I think mine was quite clear cut. I think I would say the past 2 years of my life have been very hectic. I mentioned to the viewers earlier on, my relationship went on for 3 years, but there was a fundamental shift in my life. Everything changed in the way I perceive things. The way I live my life also changed because I started going back to my faith. And so that is a game changer, Luke. Let me tell you that. That is a game changer. And I think from there onwards, it is very hard if you don't have the same principles with your partner. And you talked about going far. I think part of going far is to be rooted in the same foundation.
Yeah.
The way you guys carry out your lives, as I mentioned, the how far you can see the future, what you make of the future. These are informed by the things you count as your underlying principles. And I think ever since I changed and I got back into my faith, that's when my relationship started getting tough. I don't know about you.
So was that when the values misaligned?
Yeah, I would say it was quite pivotal. Very unfortunate, but I think a great lesson learned from it is that whatever I just shared, these are the things I have to experience the hard way, man.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
sorry you had to go through that. Wow.
No worries.
3 years
Adu.
must be really quite tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but we get through tough things, huh?
True.
Life is suffering, but we get through
Tough
it.
times don't last, tough people do.
Amen,
Ah.
amen. Hey, what about Luke?
Okay,
What
so
about you,
for,
Luke?
for me, wow, how many times did I think of breaking up? I say times. Actually, it was really only once, I think.
Once.
So I had a relationship prior to May this year, actually. And it went on for about 3 years, on and off. Won't go into the specifics, but throughout that whole relationship, even though it was on and off, there was really only one moment where I thought to myself, this is probably not going to work. I don't see myself marrying this lady that I'm dating. And that was a very sad conclusion to come to, because throughout the whole relationship, I had a lot of hope. Even though it was on and off, when times were off, I was always trying to get it back on, get the relationship back on track. And I had that fire, I had that desire, but it just didn't take root. And as a result, that really weakened my foundation and my belief in the relationship working out. And therefore, it led to me thinking that, hey, maybe this isn't where I want to be. This isn't who I should be with. And culminated in that one time. And we have split since.
I see.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to hear that, bro.
Hey
But
man, finals are over. We should be talking about happy stuff. But it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. We're keeping it for real.
Can we
Fruh,
dive
fruh.
can we
Fruh,
dive a
fruh.
little bit deeper in that story?
Sure,
I'm
sure.
I'm very curious, Luke. And I really am interested to know what might be the catalyst to you having changed thoughts about your relationship.
What was the catalyst for me having changed thoughts about my relationship?
Yeah.
For one, Oh, I'm gonna need a second. What,
Oh,
what was the
I might have
change?
poked the trigger.
I think the change came when she went overseas for exchange, and not gonna out her here, not gonna say where she went or who she is, but when she went for exchange, she went with a group of friends, guys and girls, and it was during that time where she realized it was easier. It wasn't that hard for her to find a genuine connection with certain people. And unfortunately, I just didn't strike a genuine connection enough for her to believe that this was going to work out. And that culminated into doubt that she had, that festered, and that she relayed to me. And once she planted that seed into my head, then I started to question the basis of the relationship, how we came to be, how things have been, and how stable the relationship has been, is, and is going to be. And when I thought about what I was going to see in the future with her, I couldn't see anything. It was like walking in the dark. It was like walking into a dark tunnel and not knowing where the light at the end of the tunnel was. And that was a very scary thought for me to see. And I think it was at that point that I thought, maybe this isn't going to work. Yeah.
I see. Wow, that was indeed
Deep.
vulnerable.
That was
indeed-
very deep. Okay.
Thank you, Luke.
Woo.
That was very good. Okay.
Shall we move on?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Things are only gonna get spicier here. Let me warn you that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. It's okay. We brave through. We keep it for real,
We're
for
gonna keep it
for
fresh, deep,
correct, and
sometimes
uncut for the viewers out there.
uncut. Actually,
Okay, so our third truth card that we're going to look at today is, have you ever thought that you could do better? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my God.
wow.
Have you ever thought that you could do better?
Luke, let me just tell you something. Before we go into this question, I just attended a wedding this past week, and one of the key central messages that, and so this wedding was taking place in church, so there was a short sharing, and one of the key central messages was, a good relationship would always have both parties thinking they got a better end of the deal. So
You're right. You're
yeah,
absolutely right.
that is a wisdom to follow, but I don't know.
No, I saw something similar on like TikTok.
Yeah.
Because we're all on TikTok.
Okay.
But I saw something that read like, each partner needs to. So in a relationship, you would think that it should be equal.
Yeah.
50% from one partner and then 50% from the other partner.
Yeah, definitely.
But what I read was each partner should be thinking that it's 60-40 and they're both giving 60. So you end up with a relationship that, for all you math nerds out there, it's 120%, right? So
Yeah.
it's like we really put in that effort.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a wedding, so do you want to answer the question first? Do you think that you could have done better? Ethan?
Okay, I'll be honest, and my friends will know that I'm very, very honest and frank about my thoughts.
Put it down in the comments below.
Yeah,
Ethan's
yeah,
friends, if you think
dude.
he's an honest
Okay.
man. Okay, but yes, carry on.
I'm just saying, I think I got the best end of the deal. I think I got the best end. And that's why the story was rather a sad one, quite tragic. But I think, and I don't think my ex is watching this, but
Hey, you never know.
I really will never know. But anyways,
Comment down below if you're Ethan's ex. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, hold up, Luke.
I'm kidding. Okay, but what were you saying?
I think the person that I once dated was had everything that I ever needed, except it was just so happened to be this part of my life. I am trying to, and once again, I mentioned the pivotal turning point for me was going back into my faith.
Yep.
And to me, everything started revolving around that, and it's just so happened to be that we have different views on it.
Yep.
Me and my just for context, my partner is agnostic. She doesn't fully subscribe with the Christian views as I do. And unfortunately, that was enough to end, not enough to end, but enough to decay the relationship to the point where it was almost, you cannot fathom a future. And And that's a deal breaker for me. And even though I got the best end of the deal, I mentioned this as the best end. And I really think my ex was someone that I truly cherish, someone that had great and outstanding qualities. We had very strong synergy, back to our first question, but it was a deal breaker. And I think this is the reason why sacrifice is also quite important in a relationship and in life. And I think the sacrifice here is not necessarily sacrificing to sustain a relationship. It's more sacrificing to better both of us. Because we faced a crossroad, and it just so happened that we both are not traveling on the same road. And
so do you guys end on an amicable note, or do you guys...
I think that's why I especially love my partner, is because she is mature enough to understand my circumstances, to fully respect the decision I'm taking. And that's why all in all, I have very fond memories. I don't regret my relationship at all. I think it was one that characterized literally from age 19 to 22 this year. I ended in May. And but yeah, so I'm entering in a new season of my life. I have to change, and unfortunately the relationship also ended from there. Yeah.
Again, sorry to hear that.
No
And
worries,
thank you for
man.
sharing.
No worries, man. We're gonna share so many more things. It's you next.
Oh no.
My condolences. What are you gonna share this time?
Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. So do I think that I could have done better? I think for a long time standing, I didn't think I could do better. Contrary to what my friends know me as, actually I don't know what, I could be planting this in their heads, but or I could just be completely lying to the viewers. But I would like to think that my friends, acquaintances, and everyone who knows me just knows this as this outgoing, confident personality, who just carries himself around as a joker, who doesn't care so much about what other people think. But contrary to that, I do care quite a fair bit about what other people think of me. And my self-esteem is not as high as what others around me might think of. They just don't see it. I don't like to show it either. But when it comes to a relationship, it becomes very apparent, because you then start to think about what you could do better as a partner, what you could do better as an individual. And is there something more that I can bring to the relationship that I'm just not bringing? And if I were to bring that, whether it's a value, whether it's an action, act of service, etc., if I can bring that, would my relationship be elevated? And I think for a long time throughout the relationship, I was just thinking this, because I always felt like I was just not giving something. So to ask me if I think I can do better, it's quite a if I were to answer saying that, oh, I can do better, it comes across as quite selfish. I feel like every person is going to be the best partner they can be in their own right. It's just whether or not this person is a better fit for you. So I think the word is not better. I think just maybe a better fit. But at that point in time, I thought that I had the best as well. And I really appreciated what she brought to the table when it came to a relationship, the maturity, the independence, and just overall way of living. I think that's what I respected about her the most. So I felt like I was always second place when it came to her in terms of bringing your best to the table for a relationship. Yeah.
Funny enough, right? You mentioned something about being better does not mean it's all about... It's not focused entirely on your partner's qualities. It's also about yourself.
Yeah.
And I think what the world sees it as is that when we think of something as better, we are looking at superficial qualities. But in reality, when you are in the relationship, when you're experiencing how it's like having a companion that might level up with you, it's always about bringing a challenge. So I feel that what we are both relating about is that it is not necessarily that we have a partner whose qualities match whatever best means. It's more of, are they best for us, best to give a challenge to us, to outgrow one another, and best at our current stage of life, at where we are at as a person, where we are at in terms of our development. And this is apparently what our conversation leads to, is that it's not necessarily the qualities, but the relationship dynamics, whether it pushes us forward into who we want to be, closer to who we want to be.
Correct. And I think to extend from that, I think when you talk about, like when the question is phrased, could I do better?
Yeah.
It fosters a mindset of, there could be someone out there better for me. So maybe this could be your Prince Charming, but no, I'm gonna wait for someone better. And I think that's a very dangerous mentality to have, because relationship centers around compromise, understanding, and acceptance. If you can't accept the person for who they are, then how are you gonna make it work? And if you can't compromise on certain things, because not everybody is, not everybody, nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
If you can't come to a compromise on certain things, how are you going to make the relationship work? So I think I would like to say, I don't think I have the I can do better mentality when it comes to a relationship. Because to me, again, it's all about finding the right fit for you.
Yeah.
How close this person can get in terms of your ideals. And even if they aren't your ideals, are you able to come to a compromise on certain things? Are you able to accept certain things and therefore love the person in their whole entirety?
For sure. Well, that was
wholesome.
That was
Lots
all
of love.
encompassing of a question full of love, full of beauty. All right, shall we go on to the next question?
Sure.
Liu?
Would you like to do the honors? I've already taken two parts.
Okay. Let me go for it.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
It's been spicy so far. Hope you guys are enjoying.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Don't say oh wow. I'll
Oh,
say
wow.
oh no. What
Okay.
oh no? What oh wow?
So my question is, what's a non-negotiable in a romantic relationship for you?
Oh, that's fine. Like
What's a non-negotiable? I have to think of something.
Non-negotiable.
I have to think of something different, because I think from the way we steer our conversations.
Is it the same things?
Yes. Well, I have to. Wow.
A non-negotiable in a relationship for us. I would think religion would be one of yours, right?
Yeah, 100%. But that's the thing. I have to think of something fresh.
Keeping it fresh, keeping it for real.
Yes, we have to keep it fresh. Okay, maybe I'll start first. I think. Wow, this is different. This is tough.
Non-negotiable.
Okay, you know what, Luke? Why not let's keep things exciting?
Oh no! Don't say what I
We're
think you're
gonna pull
say.
a dare card. Let's go pull a dare card right now. Okay.
Okay,
So we're gonna pull a dare card because
goodness.
me and Luke are simply taking too long for this.
Would you like to do the honors?
I'll do the honors.
Let's read. So both of us need to do the dare, okay?
Okay.
Like, well,
All right,
I know
we
we
both-
said like whoever cannot answer, both of us can't answer.
Both
so
of
we
us
do.
can't answer, so we have to do a dare.
Let's go.
All
Oh
right.
no.
Do your best impression of your favorite actor/actress. Okay.
Do your favorite impression. Oh, I suck at
shit.
impressions, dude.
Wow.
Do your impression of your favorite actor. Or
Yeah,
actress.
yeah. Okay. How do we wow, favorite actress/actor. Who even is my funny enough, right? Everyone will be able to shoot out an answer when being asked their favorite actor or actress. But right now, let me tell you something, Luke. Right now, my head is blank.
Okay, you know what's running through my head? I'm
What's running
thinking
through your head?
celebrity crushes, but those can't come out here.
Oh,
no.
celebrity crushes?
No.
Why not, man?
We keep it fresh and for real, but we keep things personal.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's not coming out.
We have your personal space.
Wow, but an
Wow.
actor. Okay, I really like this is probably influencing it,
Okay.
but like when it comes to voices, I really love Morgan Freeman's.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, his voice is just so rich and smooth, and yeah, it's almost like honey. It's like listening to honey flow.
Okay. So, want to do a Morgan impression?
The thing
Freeman
is,
impression now?
the thing is, I really like his voice, but I don't remember it enough. Okay, wait. You gotta give me a second. I need to.
Okay.
I need to get him.
Okay, for me, I think my favorite actor, and I don't remember his name. The reason I say his favorite actor because he plays my favorite character in my favorite movie. So by default, he's just gonna be my favorite actor. Okay, I don't remember his real actor's name, but it is this guy in Jurassic Park, the scientist. Okay, all of them.
It's not
scientists.
Chris Pratt, right?
No, it's not Chris Pratt. No, the old Jurassic Park. We're talking about the old Jurassic Park. Do you even remember this guy?
I know the meme, but
You know
I know
meme?
the gist.
Yeah, the guy they
but
took the sunglasses out and say and was in total complete awe of the dinosaurs. You know the guy?
Yeah, I have a picture, but I don't know the name.
Okay, I don't know his name as well, but
The viewers should know.
This is
The
my
viewers
favorite
can
actor.
go
This is
and
my
Google
favorite
this.
actor.
Yeah.
He's my favorite actor by far.
Okay.
And so I'm just
Let's
gonna
hear
do
your
an,
impression.
yeah, I'm just gonna do an impression. So this is how is he like in real life. He's and so he's talking about beautiful things. He's looking at his shirt, knitting it out, and oh Luke, you have a perfect sleeve today. Just pull it a little bit longer for the viewers to see, Luke. Yeah, so that's my impression of him.
Not gonna lie, I
He's-
got a bit weirded out. But, okay.
That's precisely why I love him. That's precisely why I love him. He's weird, he's eccentric, he's funny.
Okay.
It's funny,
okay.
Luke.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Now back to my Morgan Freeman.
All right, let's go with Morgan Freeman. Let's see what you got.
Should I just do it in like a documentary style? Although
why not,
it's probably not gonna sound like it.
Let's
Okay, I
go
just
for
need to
it.
like
Let's
drop
just
it to
go
the
for it.
base.
Yeah,
I just need to like
let's just
reach
go for
down
it.
here.
Let's just go for it.
That doesn't even sound like him. It sounds like Darth Vader, like the person who voiced Darth Vader. You know what? You get the hint. I like all the male actors who have like really deep voices. Ethan himself has a deep voice,
I have
so
a deep
like
voice.
you know that's what I'm hoping to emulate. Okay, so like, well, what should I say?
I don't know, like
Born in the. Should I just get really up
yeah,
and
let's
close?
just go for it.
Up close and personal. All about keeping it fresh. Born and raised in South Africa, these animals preach, prance, and go about the wild. This is really all being made
This
up on the
is-
fly. I'm so sorry, Morgan Freeman, if you're watching this. But
The funniest part to
all
this.
the Morgan Freeman stands. I'm so sorry.
The funniest part today is Luke is really trying to bring out the deep voice. in
Yeah,
his
and it
stomach.
just doesn't come as naturally as Ethan.
Yeah,
So
man. I mean, what do I have to say?
see that right there, Morgan Freeman.
Deep voice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's
keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Let's move on.
Okay, next truth. Wow, this is a long one. There's
Yeah,
like
I know.
5 lines to this truth.
Perfect.
What are the red flags or toxic traits that you know you should see or come to terms with but choose to ignore?
Oh my gosh. You know what's the funniest part of this question? It is the second layer. You choose to ignore it.
True. Okay, so
yeah.
red flags or toxic traits that you should know but you
But
choose to ignore.
All right, Luke, you're up first. Up to the chopping board, Luke. Go for it, Luke.
Okay. There's one thing that I find myself going for again and again
All right.
because I like it.
All right. And
But
you asked for it.
but it's a double-edged sword, or it's like moth to a flame coated.
Oh.
Okay, so I like women who are strong and independent, who
Oh.
can hold their own, who knows when to pick a fight, and can win the fight. So not a physical one for the viewers out there. We're not about violence. Violence is a big no-no. Violence is a red flag. That one very clear to see. That one I see very clearly. But the ones that I'm talking about is like when you know you're right, but you still hear the person out, but you stand by what you say, and you're unapologetic about your morals, your values. That I find very attractive. Problem with that is when you have someone when you have someone who's so strong and independent, oftentimes they trust themselves above everyone else, and for good reason, because their intuition is spot on. But that results in them being very closed off. And it's very hard for me to pass that line of defense, you know, and to get to know the person better. And that was the situation with my ex. So that led to a very unstable connection being made. And it was very hard for me to get to know her on a deeper level, simply because, like, why do I need you for? I can do everything by myself. I don't need you. Yeah. So I think that's the... some people call it a green flag. I would call it a red flag. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments below. Yeah. But Ethan, what about you?
Wow. Okay, similar to you. Okay, not similar necessarily, but I think I treasure someone who is driven.
Okay. Okay.
And
But that's a red
and
flag?
that and yeah, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I think I love someone that is driven. I think that I love someone that takes their life seriously, one that is able to plan out, map out the route they are taking, plan every single step. And I guess I love planners.
Okay. Okay.
However, the part about the driven personality that I dislike and becomes the red flag is that if they are too involved in themselves.
Okay. So if like they're too stuck on their own path, they don't want to change.
Driven, but almost self-absorbed.
Oh.
And normally at times it comes at the cost of the relationship. And admittedly so, I am one of them. I did face a fair bit of warnings from my ex before when I got a bit too driven into doing my own things. But I think that's what I hope to share with my partner. Unfortunately, it can be a red flag, as I mentioned. So one of the things I did envision is that me and my partner would have a life that is very independent. So we'll both be two pillars supporting a relationship that we mutually share, that we mutually find important. But hopefully, whatever I just said about having mutually shared importance and whatever will be acted out
I see. Okay.
rather than just verbalized.
So it's not like two individuals going on their own paths. You want to
Because
merge paths.
the thing about this is that when you have two driven individuals
Yup.
trying to charter out their own lives, trying to pursue their dreams and ambitions, it can really definitely come at the cost of relationships. And
Yeah.
it goes, everyone knows this. When you are very absorbed in your career, when you're very absorbed in what you want to do, in your responsibilities, it becomes uneven, it becomes unbalanced, and it's going to come at the cost of your relationships around you. I'm not talking about romantically as well. I'm talking about your social relationships, your relationships with your family.
Yeah.
And needless to say, romantic relationships, something that has to be cultivated at the start, no doubt about it. Two individuals will definitely have the emotion, the drive to cultivate it at the start. But when it goes back to having it pushed long term, you're going to have difficulties when you are unable to manage your time for it. And this is where a lot of conscientious people, where they fall flat, is that they tend to put their vision above their relationship.
So do you think that, sorry, just going on a tangent here.
Sure,
but
go ahead.
Do you think that their visions of how they want to chart out their life, their career paths, their life goals should fall secondary to the relationship or be on par, or where's the priority? Where are the priorities at?
I think there should be, it's cliche to say it's balance. But
Okay.
I think I want to
So
put another
same.
perspective in. I want to say that it should be complementary. And I'm not talking about just purely ambitions when it comes to the drive the person must have. You can be a very driven person, driven to establish a strong connection with your community. And that could be one form of drive. But that drive, of course, comes at a cost of your romantic relationship. Why I say this? Because we only got 24 hours, Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you're trying to forge a community around you, you're trying to forge your ambition, you're trying to forge a strong ambition in your life, you must have the right principles that guides your allocative mechanism in something that could be possibly complementary to your relationship. If I'm going to forge strong networks around my community, can this help support me in also developing and forging a strong relationship with my partner? Is the time spent here justifying the time spent there? And so I think this is where a lot of driven people fall flat. And this is because partly why they're driven is because they are always self-absorbed. And I say this not as a diss to everyone, but it is a fact of perception. Yeah. And so I think this is where we all fall flat in. And this is where I personally also find myself falling flat on. But It is a red flag that I refuse to give up. I'm still trying to contend with it, reconcile with it.
But you definitely make a good point that you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes without the saying, Luke.
That's unfortunately a sad truth. We do only have 24 hours, and it's just how we want to make the best use of them. So let's not waste any more time.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next question, shall we?
One more question, let's go.
Would you like to do the honors?
Okay, I'll do the honors, my friend.
Please don't say, oh wow, again. I am on the edge of my seat if you were to say, oh
All right,
wow.
Luke.
So,
Let's go for a humbling session.
oh no.
I
Oh,
think
no.
the next question asks, where do you think you lack in terms of loving someone? Well, now let me tell you something, Luke.
Where do you think
I think you might have to
lack
put a
in
there in this
loving
one.
someone?
I think you might need to put a there in this. You might
Really?
need to draw a there. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. For
Let's
the
do
viewers.
it.
For
Let's
you
do it
guys.
for the viewers.
For
Let's
you
do it
guys.
for the viewers. Okay.
Okay, dare card.
A deck
Okay.
card. Okay.
Second dare of the day is going to be
Do your best impression.
again. Oh no.
Why is it another do your best impression?
Wait,
Okay,
huh?
wait.
Oh, okay. We're spicing things up. We're keeping it fresh. For real, for real.
Share your most embarrassing childhood story.
Oh no, this is actually gonna be very embarrassing. Okay.
Okay.
So you wanna go first?
Okay. Luke, you shall go first.
Why? Oh, no. Oh man.
Your face is all red already.
You think? It's an embarrassing story for a reason. Oh no. Okay. So. Okay.
Okay.
Listen up. Huh?
I'm at the edge of my
Okay.
seat.
Eyes on the screen, ears on whatever you're listening to.
Alright.
But here's the embarrassing story. In primary school, when I was in primary school, at like this many years old, my school used to be a 15-minute cycle away from my house. And I had a helper at the time. So she would cycle me to and from school. So there was this one fine day that I was coming back from school and I was on the back seat of the bicycle. Okay. And my helper is just going at full speed, going back home, gotta get to lunch, you know. And I really wanted an ice pop. You know, like those, an ice pop that you buy from those mama shops nearby. For all of you that know what I'm talking about, great. For all of you who are too young to know what I'm talking about, bless you. I don't know what your version of ice pops is in your time. But yeah, so I really wanted a snack. I really wanted a cold beverage, cold snack. And I was just telling my helper, hey, and I was just tapping on the back. I was like, hey, I want an ice pop. And she goes, no. And I was like, okay, no. I am not taking no for an answer. I am going to get my ice pop. And we cycle by like the turn that we're supposed to make going towards the mama shop, right? We go past it. I'm just looking by. I'm like, and I go and I'm like, okay, no, I am not going back home without an ice pop. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm sitting on the back of the bike, right? Since I can't physically stop her or stop the bike, I am going to launch myself from the back seat and I'm going to land like Superman. Or Spider-Man, you know? Or like a cat, if we're talking realistic. But yeah, so I launched, and there I went. I launched myself off the seat, and for a split moment, I swear, the Superman theme song was playing in my head.
Yeah.
The Spider-Man theme song was also playing in my head. I
Yeah.
felt invincible, Ethan. I felt like, okay, I'm going to stick the landing. I'm going to get my ice pop today.
Oh my.
Next thing I know, and there goes my palms,
Oh, she wrote.
my knees,
Yeah.
completely grazed against the
Yeah.
asphalt floor.
Yeah.
And all that resulted in
Yeah.
was just 4 huge gashes on my body, on my teeny weeny body. And I got up. I didn't even shed a tear. I wasn't even angry. I wasn't even sad. I was just disappointed that I didn't stick the landing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was so gutted at myself and just so preoccupied with all the blood that was rushing out of me
Oh my god.
that I forgot about the ice pop for a moment, and my helper saw that, and I swear for the split moment, I didn't understand what the emotion she was feeling at the time. Now I can verbalize it. It was straight up like, how stupid can this kid get? It was that kind of impression. Like, come on, man, you can be smarter, you can do better.
Oh my god, Liu.
But she picked me up lovingly, put me back on the seat, and guess what? I went home without an ice pop that
Oh my
day.
gosh, Liu.
I took a fat L that day.
All for an
So-
ice pop.
All for an ice pop.
All for an ice
All
pop.
for an ice pop. I swear, those ice pops, they got lucky that day. They escaped from my stomach.
Dude.
But I went back and got an ice pop the very next day on my own accord. So yeah,
Oh,
that's a
look.
win to this story.
Okay.
But that's my embarrassing story. Ethan, what about yours?
Alright, definitely not a Spider-Man one.
No.
Not a Spider-Man one indeed. Okay, so my embarrassing story is this, okay? I don't know if my friend is watching now, but back in secondary school, I was this angry kid. I like to think of myself as the Hulk.
Okay, so we're really bringing in Marvel here.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
nice.
I like to
So
think
you
of
got a
myself as
Hulk.
a Hulk. And there's this moment, one of my friends, his name is Heiko. What he did was he came over to my house one day, and then and me and Heiko, we belong to a larger clique of friends. And one day he came over to my house, and I managed to peek on his phone, just a peek, and I saw a group chat that I was unfamiliar.
Dun dun dun.
And so I got really, really suspicious.
Okay,
And this
okay.
you have to understand, friend. This is in context. This is
I'm
in
liking this.
This is in context of me. So how I was like in school is that I was a joker, but I can take things outside of. I can cross people's lines sometimes. Okay. Back then, I can cross people's lines sometimes. And then all of a sudden, I looked on Heiko's phone. I saw a group chat that I'm totally unfamiliar. And what happened next, my friend? I didn't even tell Heiko I saw it. I didn't even tell Heiko. I went to school the next day. This is what I meant by being a Hulk. I literally unbuttoned my shirt. My friends all looked at me, and then they were thinking, "What is this guy doing? What is this jerk doing?" Firstly,
Changing?
I don't know. No, I unbuttoned my first few.
Okay,
I unbuttoned
okay.
my first few collars.
We're
Then
gangster here. Okay.
Literally in my class, right? Literally in my class, my teacher was looking at me, and then also wondering what the hell is up with this fella. And then following that, I took the table, I threw it at my friend.
Whoa.
I threw it at my friend.
So you Hulk smashed him.
I Hulk
Nice.
smashed him completely. Everyone was. I got very polarizing responses. Either they were like, "What WTF?" Right? Either they were WTF or they were laughing the shit out of the situation. My teacher, by the way, my teacher is a nerd, so he didn't know what to do. He was frozen still. And then guess what happened next?
I don't want to guess what happened next.
I missed the table completely by a mile. Okay, thank God. Firstly, the guy wasn't injured.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I don't. Heck, would I even know I complete a secondary school?
Okay.
Anyway, next I challenged my teacher, and the rest is history. What happened next
So,
was
wait. So the table that you flung hit the teacher.
no. It missed my friend completely. I turned around being angry at the fact that I missed the thing, right? I vent my anger on the teacher because the teacher was looking at me not doing anything at all.
Oh no, that poor soul. He
Yes.
didn't know what to do and he got tried up
Yes,
for it.
and this is where the embarrassing part comes in.
Oh no, what?
This is where the embarrassing
The
part
missing
comes.
wasn't the embarrassing part.
No, the missing was not the embarrassing. It was in the moment. It was embarrassing in the
okay.
moment, and then I vented it on my teacher, and that was not embarrassing anymore. The embarrassing part comes in when the teacher dragged me out, and guess what happens?
What happened?
There was no group chat in the first place.
What?
There was no. So then that begs the question: what was that unfamiliar group chat in the first place, right?
Could be his family chat.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Just that
Ethan.
his cousin have the same name as the friend in our clique that I thought was texting in the unfamiliar group chat.
Who's this friend of yours, Heiko?
Heiko was the guy with the phone.
Shout out to Heiko's cousin for having the same name as his friend. But oh my god, wow, that was a roller coaster.
That was embarrassing as shit, man. That was
Wow.
That was embarrassing as heck. Dear boy.
Imagine, I'm stunned right now. Imagine Heiko.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what? That's my cousin.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
calm
yeah,
down.
yeah. And then he was wondering,
And then he just sees like
you know,
a
I
whole
could have
meteor
avoided
go
all
by.
this if I asked him the day before.
Yeah.
My good old boy me, he wants to be hot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you for
So,
giving me such a good laugh.
Yeah. So that's what happened in school. Then afterwards, that's all she wrote. And yeah, man. So that was embarrassing as shit.
Hope you guys were entertained. You got the Hulk
Very
and
entertaining.
you got the Spider-Man, but clearly the failures in both.
All right.
But shall we?
We shall look at the comment section now. I see it's quite buzzing.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So what does it
Let's
say?
see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any good questions up here?
Wow,
Let's check it out.
he's scrolling quite a fair bit. So
Okay, let's go to the
lot
start,
of
okay?
Comments.
All right. They're mostly laughing at me. They're laughing at you.
Okay, so we're equal. Nice.
A lot of Jaina as well.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Jaina.
Uh,
Wherever you are, please leave a
is
comment
Marvel
down below.
the Roman Empire of Singaporean men or Sia men?
Is Marvel? Oh,
The Roman
Whoa.
Empire of Singaporean men or Sia men? I don't get that symbolism. I don't get that analogy. Nettie.
so Roman Empire just means something that you automatically always think about. Like it's always at the back of your head, okay? And like whenever you switch off your head, this video comes into play or this audio clip comes into play.
What the?
Feel free to comment down in the section.
Okay.
What? Feel free to comment down in the comment section down below if I'm right about Roman empires and what your Roman Empire is.
Yeah, it's quite chaotic in the chat actually. Should we have a? Do anyone wants to give a question to me or Luke?
Ooh. Oh,
this
wow,
one-
we're doing Q&A time. Let's go.
Yeah, Q&A. One shot Q&A.
Okay, I think while the questions are coming in, let's
Yeah.
do one more truth.
Should we?
Yeah, I think we should.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, this has been exciting so far. You having
Not
fun?
bad, not bad. Yeah, I'm having fun, man.
My
You know
defenses are still up, but I'm doing well. I'm doing
surreal.
well.
You're not surreal about this,
What-
Luke.
what
This
if-
is
what
all
is-
on air.
Okay, let's just this is not in my periphery. This is not in my sight. Okay, let's just keep it a conversation between both of us.
All right.
Okay, so our next truth for all of you out there
Okay.
is, it's the same as what is where do you think you like? Okay, no.
I think
we've
need to
seen
draw
that.
another
We've
card.
seen that already. Okay, next truth. Oh, okay. This is not as deep as the previous questions.
Oh, that's fine.
What's your personal love language, and how do you think it has evolved with your, or how do you think it has evolved with your relationships? So say it again. What's your personal love language, and how do you think it has evolved with your relationships? I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm gonna guess that your love language is quality time and physical touch.
Mine.
Yes.
Physical touch.
Yes.
Oh hell, you got it on point, bro.
All right, let's go. You
And
know
it-
why? Because that's mine.
And really,
Yeah,
physical
really,
touch.
really.
Okay, wait, I want to clarify this. Physical
Yep.
touch, not only just for my partner, bro. I
Oh,
physical
yeah,
touch
yeah, yeah.
everyone.
Okay, let's not put that
Yeah,
on
man.
air, but like you might
Wait,
want to
you
clarify
cannot take it out of
that.
context. You cannot take it
You
out of
might
context.
want to
No, you cannot
clarify
take it out of
that.
context. I tell you what.
What do you mean by that?
Okay,
Let-
you have
walk
to
us
understand.
through it. Yes.
I'm a guy that is all about love.
Not helping it either.
Love.
Okay.
I'll tell you what do you mean by love? You have
Uh-huh.
whenever I see a guy friend, okay?
Okay.
Depending on how comfortable I am with that person.
You think like sup, bro?
This sub bro is just only the tip of the iceberg, man.
Okay, and then you go fist bump.
Fist bump, a hug.
Yeah, bring it in.
I tell you, you gotta put a shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
Alright, some bromance going on
Okay, I
here.
get.
Yeah, there's physical touch right there. Yeah.
But okay, so hope you cleared the air, but nearly got cancelled. But
Okay, why yours? Why yours? What's
why
yours?
mine? Okay,
Yeah.
so for me, physical touch is like, just overall, just being comfortable in the physical space of a person, and it's not just to women but also to men. It's just having that comfort to just like, hey, because okay, the way I see it is everybody has their bubble, and when you talk to someone, you can figure out what this bubble is. Because if you step too close to them when you're talking to them, like if I were to go like right up here, I can't go further than this because the microphone's right here. But if I were to go like right here, you might be uncomfortable, and you'll start to step away. So that's how you get a sensing of someone's personal bubble. But to be able to physically touch another person, it means entering that bubble. And I think if you're comfortable with letting someone into that bubble, it shows a level of trust. It shows a level of, I'm okay with you being here, entering my space. So that's why I feel like the best way to get to know how close you are with someone or how much that person trusts you is through physical touch.
Definitely.
Like non-sexual physical touch.
Definitely.
Yeah. As for quality time, okay, to me, just to define it for all of you out there, there's different definitions of what quality time is. But I would say that my version of quality time is being able to just share the same space together, but having that interaction. You don't have to do everything together from like day to night. You don't. But you have to be able to, like, if I suddenly start a conversation like, hey, actually, what do you think of my outfit last week, or like, hey, what do you think about global warming? You know, or like, you know, it's completely out there.
It's random.
But
Yeah.
if I can suddenly have that conversation with my partner, and it can go on for like as I'm doing my day to day,
Right.
you know, as I'm doing household chores,
Right.
as I'm doing work on my laptop from
Right.
like work from home or whatever. But if I have that space to do that, if I have that connection, then that is quality time for me. And I would treasure that so much because I feel like I would have gotten to know the person better and we would have just connected in a way that no two strangers would ever.
Right,
You wouldn't do that with a stranger, right? If I go up to a stranger on the street and I ask them, what do you think about global warming? Bye. Sorry, not interested.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
it's like that's what I'm hoping for when it comes to quality time. But what about you? What about yours? Like what does your quality time look like?
So quality time means both quality and time. You have to think about it.
Okay.
Fair enough, right? Because
Yeah,
you can spend time, you can spend hours with a person.
For sure.
But man, it becomes unbearable. And I'm saying this as a person that enjoys company with a lot of people. There are some people that
Fair.
you really find
Me time.
unbearable. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's true.
Me time.
It's true. And so quality time means both quality and time. And so I think when it comes down to it, I share very similar views with you.
Yeah.
Quality has to be in the quality of conversations. Quality has to be in the quality of the person's presence. Whether that person, okay, I mean, and this is very contingent on how you're feeling and how that person is feeling, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I just ended a day of work. I'm feeling spent. I'd like to meet someone that is not only energizing in his aura, in his atmosphere, he's able to uplift my mood, right? And you have to find the right people with it. Sometimes quality time doesn't mean you always spend time with this person. You're going to have, end of the day, you're going to have quality time with this person. No, it's not. It's not that consistent.
Yeah.
It's based on a set of circumstances. And so to me, quality time means the person is able to re-energize me after the conversation. The person is going to have deep, fulfilling, and also reinforcing conversations with me. And last but not least, we got to spend time. End of the day, it's time. Time is volume.
Yeah.
More the better.
Yeah.
And so I think that is what quality time means to me. Of course, some people can argue like, oh, quality time, why not just spend 1 hour? A good, fulfilling 1 hour and you're fine. And I say, sure. But then again, I think how it works for me is time is also a indicator of how committed a person is to the relationship. For me, and at least one of it, at least a part of it is.
Yeah.
So for me, back to when we talked about being driven, right? Initially, why I say driven also can be a red flag is because of time spent in a relationship.
Yeah.
Well, same goes here. If we are in a relationship together, of course you will want your partner to spend ideally a good amount of time with you, not only as a sign and a signal that you are important, but also an indicator of commitment.
For sure. I fully agree with that. Yeah.
And so quality time is not only on my end, it's whether the person is able to produce the quality time, you know. It is not whether I feel that the quality time is achieved. But it comes from both sides. There is the recipient, there is the benefactor.
For sure.
But yeah.
And I believe like time is needed. You need to spend time with your partner in order to cultivate that relationship.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Or like any relationship in general.
100%.
Yeah. But you mentioned something about going back to an earlier statement saying like it's not always going to be a bit of roses day to day. You know, it's not always going to be quality time. And to extend from that, I think one very important point when it comes to quality time is quality company. Yeah. Which means like even if we're doing the most mundane things in a day to day, I need to feel like that person is there. I need to feel like I've got that stable partner with me. I've got that quality company. And it can just be like, I'll tell you something. It can be just as tiny of an action as if I'm doing work, if let's say we share a house, I'm doing work in the living room, she's doing work in the study room. If ever so, like every, I don't know, 1 hour, arbitrary time, right? But like every so often, you just go and see one another, give each other a hug around and like give each other a hug, and then you go back to work. That for me is quality company.
Yeah.
Like I will fully appreciate that. You just let me know that you're there.
Yeah.
You're there for me, but you need to do your own things.
Yeah, fully agree.
Yeah. So I think that for me is also part of what quality time entails.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, look, I want to point back to the comment section. I'm
Okay,
starting
sure.
to see these two people, Shemaine and Jaina. They have some comments.
Shout
they
out
have
to
some
Shemaine and
questions.
Jaina, sorry.
So, firstly,
Thank you for leaving your comments in the comment section below.
Yeah, so they characterize us as grandpas, old man. Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Okay, that was not a welcome. No, I'm not going to say thank you to that.
I am old.
I am not.
Okay, okay.
I hope not.
Okay, so let's see what questions they have. What is the worst fight you had? Shemaine asks.
Okay. Do I need to do a dare with this?
So
if I
what was the
don't want to
worst fight
answer?
in terms of romantic and or just a street fight?
Look, you already put out your Heiko fight. Like again, shout out to Heiko.
Okay, then you have to exchange a fight
Huh?
on your part. Do you ever
I
got
didn't
into a fight before?
Well, not a physical one.
Not a physical
yeah,
one.
Yeah, but I've had arguments.
You
Yeah.
had arguments.
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
is there anything that was
Bro, I was not built like a gladiator, okay? So like,
oh,
if
man.
I get into a fight, I'm taking the L straight away, okay? But verbal fights.
Okay, anything
verbal
that
arguments.
anything that was once a near break, like a
Like
nearly
nearly
a
broke
war breaking out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
between
okay.
you and that person.
Dang. Okay, I would say it's quite funny. The funniest, it's funny because the worst fight that I can think of was not with anybody, and like any one of my friends or any stranger. It was with my sister.
Your sister.
Yeah,
Okay, older or younger?
older sister.
All right, older sister.
And again, this was when I was this many years old. I recall, I don't even recall what we were fighting about, but it was just so petty. Like you can fully expect an AOO to get fed up about, to get like
Okay.
angry.
Okay.
But like, I was just a very testosterone-filled 8-year-old. And I just took it out on my sister. And okay, so for reference, men didn't land any punches, okay? We're not about violence in this house. But what I did was, it was quite funny. It was like, I got so mad with her to the point that I stormed into her room, I took her laptop,
No way.
and I threw it
No
down
way,
the,
oh
and I
my
threw it down the rubbish chute.
You better not be an apple. You better not be an apple. You better be like a I don't know what is that called. Anyways, yeah, you better not be
Shout
an
out to
apple.
my sister if you're watching this. Hi, sis. But remember that day? But she took it back on me.
Okay.
So she saw her laptop go down the chute, and immediately she stomped to one of the cupboards in the kitchen. She took out my favorite water bottle. Okay, now you have to understand that like I treated my water bottle right the same as someone would treat their laptop or like their heirloom. Okay, that's how much I really like my bottle. And she did tit for tat. She did exactly what I did to her laptop, and she took my bottle.
and down
she
the
locked
rubbish
eyes
chute.
with me, death stared,
Oh gosh.
opened the chute, and just
Really?
let her rip.
You got what's coming to you, huh?
And yeah,
You got
and
what's
there went her laptop and my water bottle. We both lost equally important things
Oh my
that
gosh.
day.
No, you can't say that, bro. It's a water bottle and a laptop.
But yeah, that's my story. That's the closest that
Oh
I
my
got
gosh.
to going into a physical fight.
Even that. Look. Jia even
Whoa.
commented water bottle ...
Yeah, hey, Jia Yi,
Tit for tat? Question mark?
Look at me in the eyes, okay? My water bottle was everything. Okay? It was really everything. But
Oh
yeah,
my
so
gosh, dude.
well, that should have been my embarrassing story.
that could have been your embarrassing story. A water bottle for a laptop? No way, man.
Dang.
All right.
Yeah. That was one heck of a childhood.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Luke, I think not to break our flow here, but how are you holding up, Luke?
You know the song "Staying Alive"? Like that's exactly how I feel.
So I guess we
that's
are.
exactly how
I guess
I
we
feel
are.
right
lah.
now.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think it calls for a break, Luke. So let's
yes,
take a quick
please.
5 minutes break.
Thank you.
Sip some tea.
Oh,
Right
of
here.
course.
We got some
Yes.
tea.
Wow.
But stick with us. We'll be coming back right after the break. 5 minutes. We'll be talking about something even more wholesome, hopefully. We're talking about family. How wholesome can it be?
Yeah, for sure. All love in this house. So, yeah, if you guys have any takes, any different takes,
Or any questions
or any questions at all
on family?
on the topics that we have talked about
Yeah.
today, of like relationship or what we're going to be talking about soon, which is on family, do make sure to leave your comments down in the comment section down below. We want to hear them, and we're going to call you guys out when we come back from after the break. See you soon.
See ya. welcome from. All right, welcome everyone. Hope you guys have a great break. But Luke, are you ready or not for another hearty, real conversation?
I guess I gotta say FRUH, right? For real, for real.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it real.
Well, Ethan, we've covered all the juicy relationship questions. Now we're gonna delve into something a bit more wholesome, supposedly more wholesome, and that's family. You know,
definitely wholesome.
Given that Dom Toretto vibe, we are all about family.
Yeah, we're gonna family. Okay. Anyways, that reference, well timed. So, anyways, the same rules applies again. Okay, we're gonna have a card drawn from the truth deck. If me and Luke cannot answer in time, we're going on to the dare deck. Anyways,
Oops.
Luke, I think it's my turn to kick things off.
Sure.
So I'll
Please
pick
do
up
the
a truth
honors,
card.
Ethan. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. By the way, my family's watching.
Oh, shout out to
So I
Ethan's
have to
family.
be shout out
Say
to my
hi.
family.
Yeah, say hi in the comments.
I
below.
cannot smoke things up. I have to be real. Actually being real right here.
Call him out.
No.
If he says something wrong, recounts a family incident wrong.
My mom
call
literally in
him
the
out.
comment section says, I will be the top one to stay tuned.
Hey.
That means
hey, shout out
she's
to
the
Ethan's
top
mom.
one to watch over what I'm saying.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go.
All right,
What's
let's
the
kick things
first
off.
question?
Okay. What is one lie, big or small, that you have kept from your parents recently?
What is one lie that you've kept from your parents recently? I think you can start first. Your mom must be eagerly watching and
this
waiting
is-
to hear what you have to say.
Dude, this is the same as this might as well be a dare for me. Okay, Luke, do me a favor, please. Go first. Go first. Let me think.
Wow,
Let me think.
okay. What's one lie that I told my parents recently that can go on air? What did I lie about?
Yeah.
I mean, if we talk about small lies, it's just where I've been, right?
Yeah.
Like, if I say I'm in school studying, no, well, like, or like, if I say I'm one place but actually I'm another.
Yeah.
Okay. I have this one thing. There are times when I need to use the car, and for the record, I have a driving license. SPF, don't call me out. But yeah, so like, yes. So my producer has kindly done this. So yes, I do this at night when my dad has gone to sleep, which means I don't have to ask for his permission. Which means I take a car key, I go down to the car, I start it up, I'm free to go. But okay, just for reference, I don't go far, I just go out for suppers. But I just don't tell them. And when like they say, do you use the car? Because I can tell something's out of place. And I'm like, no, you can't. Because no, I didn't. And I just say it with such a straight face. Like, I think I might be a psychopath. I don't know.
Wait.
But like, or a pathological liar.
Wait.
I don't know. But like, it just comes out very naturally where like, I just go like, no, I didn't use the car. It's been there all the
Does
while.
your parents have something against you using a car? Right?
Okay, so no. So it's just in general, they don't think that it's wise of me to use the car when it's like within travel distance and when we have such a good transport system available. So in the days, they would prefer for me to use like public transport simply because it's cheaper. Inflation is real,
Oh yeah, all prices, man.
and petrol, yeah, we keep it real, for real.
Yeah, all prices are
But
real.
on top of that, it's also like, the car is 14 years old now. And yeah, that's old for a car, which means it might break down, which means you should use it less. So that's why they don't want me to use the car as
they are
often.
managing the usage of the car.
Correct, by managing
Okay.
how much I use it. Yeah.
Okay, and so this is why you cannot let them know that you are always using it.
But now I have, yes. Thank
Okay,
you. What about
congratulations,
yours?
Luke. You have exposed yourself to your
Dun,
parents.
dun.
Okay, interesting.
What about your lie, Ethan?
Okay, frankly speaking, I can't seem to remember.
Hey, that's a lie. That's a lie right there. That's a lie right there.
Hey, do it.
No.
Do
We're
it.
not moving on.
Okay.
No.
Firstly, I, you don't have to lie if you don't say it.
You don't have to lie if you don't say it. Okay, then let me rephrase the question. So what have you withheld from your parents? Yeah, for you guys, for Ethan's mom.
Okay. I think one thing that I've been not lying to my mom, but not being transparent with her,
Okay.
is I would say, well,
Or maybe he won't. Yeah, no.
No. I can't seem to think of a thing that I like.
No way.
Okay,
no
I guess we have to
way.
kick off with a dare already.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess we have
With
to kick off with
the
a
dare
dare
that is
already
waiting for you.
Alright.
So what's your dare, Ethan?
Tell us your best dad joke.
Tell us your best dad joke.
Best
Well, this is
dad
all on
joke,
you,
yeah.
so you got to give the viewers something to go
Wow.
off on. Your
Okay.
best dad joke.
Okay. Okay, best dad joke. Wow, what's a dad joke?
Huh?
What's a dad joke? Can you explain it? Can you explain it? Can you explain it? Okay.
A dad joke is just a joke that a dad makes.
Really?
One that is cold and one that just makes you not want to laugh. Very very stale.
Okay.
But like it's so unlaughable to the point that it's laughable.
Okay. So
Yes.
something like Guardians of the Galaxy Drax. The kind of jokes he makes.
Yeah.
Really?
Like why is Gamora? Yeah, exactly that.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
I'm so
We're
bad at it.
thinking
I'm
that level.
humorous. How am I going to make a dad joke?
I love that we threw it back to Marvel. You're really proving that
Yeah,
like Marvel is the Roman
Marvel is
Empire of
good.
like Gen Z men.
That's true. Gen Z man.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a dad joke? I think I'll ask you this, Luke.
Okay.
Okay, it's a question.
Okay.
Well, this is damn stupid. I'm just gonna ask anyway. It's
Perfect.
A dare.
That's the first
It's a
criterion
dare.
of
And
a
it's so
dad
stupid.
joke.
It's so easy. It's overused.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try.
Why do ants not fall sick?
Why do ants not fall sick?
Yeah.
Why? Pause. Comment down below.
I'm ashamed. Why do ants not
Why
fall
do
sick?
ants not fall sick, Ethan?
Yeah, why do ants not fall sick?
I will throw it back to you. Why?
You don't know why?
I don't know why.
Oh my god, this is a dad joke actually.
Say it.
Because they,
Say it.
Because they take antibiotics. One.
But,
Dad joke count one. I'm so sorry. This is so
think-
bad.
I think
so
you know, like our producers are
bad.
just doing this behind the cameras.
This is so
Everyone
bad.
is doing this.
Viewership
behind the
is dropping
cameras.
as we speak.
I think the room got a little bit
my
colder, you know, a
gosh.
bit more chilly.
You know what? Let's move on,
Yeah.
lah. Let's move on, Luke.
Oh my,
Let's move
wow.
on. Okay, but fair enough. Okay, think about it.
No, we're not rescuing that. We go straight on to the truth. Next truth. Why do ants not fall sick? Because they take antibiotics. Ethan Tan, folks. He'll be here all day.
God. No,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next truth for all of us. Do you think favoritism exists? And is there favoritism among you and your siblings?
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
Interesting.
Huh.
So
First and foremost, do you have siblings?
yeah, I have a younger sister. You have an older sister, right?
Yeah, I got an older sister.
So you're a
and
younger kid.
Yes, I'm the younger brother, and I would say that favoritism does exist. But it's shown more clearly in the like boomer generations.
Boomer generation.
Or like pioneer generations.
So
you
you-
know, you're like my grandparents.
Right. So what you're trying to say is that your grandparents show favoritism to your parents.
Oh no. So what I'm saying is that my papa loves me. Thank you, papa.
Oh,
like
you? Okay,
over my
okay.
sister.
Okay,
so
okay, I see.
but
Oh.
yeah, so I think that it's very clear cut that
yeah.
I get showered a bit more love from my
Without the shadow of a doubt,
from my
the males are favored.
from my grandmoms. So one grandmom likes to keep it like my maternal grandmom likes to keep it equal as best as possible. So showers both my sister and I the same amount of love. But with my paternal grandmom, she definitely showers me with a lot more love, and I'm very appreciative of it.
Yeah. Same here, friend. I think
Really?
it goes without saying that the grandparents will definitely shower more love on the son. On the grandson. Grandson.
Well,
For the most part,
traditional
for the most
Asian,
part, for the
traditional
most part,
Asian families. Yeah.
For the most part. Not necessarily endorsing it. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a fact
no.
of reality, right, Luke?
All love in this house.
All love in this house, all men in this podcast. Okay.
Whoa.
Moving on. Moving on. So, anyways, okay, but what about your parents? What
What about my parents?
Yeah. Central to the question, what about your parents to you?
Okay, I think I think my mom definitely okay, not definitely, but like she cares for me a lot more than my older sister. But I think it's due to the fact that, as proven in my bicycle story, I can be stupid. So
Right.
because I am stupid,
Right.
I need someone smart. So my mom sees that, and she worries about me a lot. And I think that's where the love mainly gets shown. in like, how's your day been? You know, have you eaten?
So
Are
it's
you
just been
sleeping
caring.
well? Yeah. So it's
Right.
really just showering all these questions.
okay.
But with my sister, it's more like just girly gossip. You know, so it's
Girly
like
gossip.
they would just talk about things under the sun.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know this? I got this colleague at work.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's more on like a friend level.
Different types of love, actually.
I guess so.
You
I
see
guess
it
you
this
could say
way?
that.
There's
Yeah.
different types of love. So one paradigm is as more of a maternal figure, and the other one, your mom maybe just wants to
A
talk
friend,
to
a friendship
a
figure.
friend,
yeah.
and your older sister is mature enough to hold conversations like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's like, it's just that they hit the frequency simply because like she's older sister also, older sister vibes.
Maybe,
For
eh.
my dad, my dad's kind of like strict with both my sister and I. Yeah, he didn't let us. So, shout out to my dad, but he didn't let us use the car even after we got our driving license. So like, you know how you get the P plates, and that means you can drive. I am legally allowed to
I like how Luke
on the
always has to
road.
qualify
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, of course. Hello,
There must be-
SPF.
there must be a
But-
reason. There must be an incident.
Is it SPF? No. Hello, LTA. No. Okay. Hello, governing bodies. Yes, I am legally allowed to drive on the roads.
Okay.
And so is my sister. But my dad didn't see it that way because he cares for our safety.
Okay.
And he also cares about us not wanting to get demerit points too early on. So as a result, he was very strict on like when we use the car, if we could use the car by ourselves, or must our dad sit in. So I think in that way, like the parenting method that he adopted was similar to that. And he didn't really show much favoritism. I would suppose that when my sister was younger, just as a traditional Asian father, he would worry about the safety and concern about my sister more than me. Basically, if I did something stupid like jump off a bicycle and he sees the gashes on my hands, he'll be like, next time jump off properly, you know, land properly,
yeah.
you know, so that this doesn't happen.
100%.
Yeah, but like aside from that, like that's the level of concern. I swear he's a loving and caring dad, but like it just doesn't come across that way.
The dynamic is different. Yeah,
I guess so. I guess so.
100%
Yeah,
the
it's
dynamic
just
is
different roles that my parents play.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Well, just to clarify for context, I'm living with my mom.
Okay.
So I don't know where my dad whereabouts is.
Okay.
So whenever I'm referring or talking about my family, is solely talking about my mom.
Mom's side. Okay.
And my younger sister.
Okay.
So anyways,
Okay.
I think my mom is quite judicious in the sense she doesn't show favoritism. Once again, similar to your family dynamic, your mom and your sister. My mom treats my younger sister almost as if like it's her friend.
Oh, that's cute.
And I think I'm starting to see the parallels in that.
Yeah.
That maybe at a certain age when the daughter is mature enough, then you're able to establish more of a leveled relationship.
For sure.
But for us, can't say the same for you, friend.
Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, clarify
No,
now.
I think my mom trusts me enough. So my mom, of course, is caring. She does
yeah.
check in on me a lot. In fact, sometimes my mom can be very aggressive in checking in on me. But I guess that goes to show.
How are you feeling today?
Yeah,
are
how
you
feeling?
okay?
don't
Have you
answer-
been sleeping
You
well?
don't answer. I punish you and you come home.
Go to
something
sleep.
like that. Yeah, man. No lah. Okay, but I think that goes to show how much my mom loves me. The length she will go to just check on me, and I guess to her, it's important. And sometimes to us, we get a bit entitled.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily ask or treasure these moments where our parents check us in, and I think that's why sometimes when we withdraw back from our parents trying to love us, they become even more aggressive in it. At least what I observe in my mom. And so I think I'm taking strides to be more conscious of it. As much as possible, I try to respond to my mom's love. As much as possible, I try to reciprocate, spend more time with my family. Of course, I think anyone would know at this age it's hard to balance things out.
Time. Yeah.
Time is there's only so much time. And I think we have to make a deliberate effort. But not to segue too much from the question, I think my mom doesn't show favoritism. She shows different types of love. For me, she knows I'm independent. She still loves me in a sense she's very concerned about my day, similar to yours. But the love she gives me is the trust that I'll do things properly. And she gives me a lot of autonomy. So actually not kids, I would say people at our age.
So kids.
Yeah, kids.
But
but we got
not
called old
grandpas.
people. We got called
Not
old
grandpas.
people. We got
No,
called
no, we're not. We're not.
father. Gina
no,
called us fathers.
you cannot believe that. You are a kid at heart.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a
You're a
kid,
grown man by looks, but like you're a kid at heart. Okay.
Okay. So
I
guess,
am young at heart.
I guess us kids we tend to vary in the level of autonomy that is granted to us by our parents. Some parenting methods can be more liberal than others.
Yep.
But of course, I would say on both of our sides, quite liberal
Yeah.
for the most
For
part.
sure. Yeah. And I'm really thankful for that, by the way.
Yeah, but there's no right or wrong answer. I think end of the day, it boils down to the love in which that you are being brought up with.
Yeah.
And for me personally, this is how my mom loves me, giving me autonomy, giving me trust, but she hopes I reciprocate back. And people, I think where the misconception of favoritism will arise is when they think everything should be emulated. Whatever I do for your sister, I have to do for your brother.
Or like transactional or
Yes. Where if I give my sister an iPhone 15, right? If I give my daughter an iPhone 15,
Yeah.
I have to give something of equal value to my son.
Yeah.
But what if I give my daughter material objects
Yeah.
and I give my son non-material
Yeah.
benefits? You know, the
So
way
it's like,
you
yeah,
treat
it's
your
very hard to
child.
calculate,
Yeah, so
right?
it's very hard to
Yeah.
calculate, especially when you're of different gender. Your children is of different genders.
Yeah.
Because the parenting style immediately becomes different.
It's not apple to apple.
It's not apple to apple. You cannot compare apple to oranges, exactly. And
So real.
yeah.
So real.
Yeah, it's true. And so I think my mom doesn't show favoritism. Of course, I get angry sometimes and I say, hey, why you give Valen allowance and I have to
Oh my god, wow.
use my
you have
own
no
money.
idea how many times like
Yeah.
that has come out of my mouth.
Yeah, bro. But I think at the end of the day, my mom also, part of her love is to recognize my abilities
Yeah.
and to push me to grow in these areas.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate my mom for that. Yeah. Oh,
Shout
wow.
out to Ethan's mom. Yay.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
But shall we move on to the
Of
next
course.
truth question? Would
Let's
you like
go
to do
for
the
it.
honors?
Yes, I will go for it. Okay. So do you think... Oh, yeah. Why we always put the cards back? Damn it. Okay. How did you navigate family conflicts?
Ooh, wow, that's
This is-
a loaded
this is-
question. How do I
This one
how
is
do I
real already. This one
navigate
is real. It's from
family
corporate.
conflicts? I don't. No, kidding.
Whoa, okay.
Getting a few stares from the crew. But yeah, a bit of this. How do I navigate?
Yeah, how do you navigate?
Would you like to kick us off? How do you navigate your family conflicts?
Okay. I would say, okay, so interestingly enough, my family unit is quite small. It comprises of me, my mom, and my younger sister.
Yep.
So we are very close as a family. But I think as a result, as a byproduct, unintentional, we can get a bit conflictual at times because of the intimacy of our relationships.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
for instance, me and my sister, we fight a lot.
Yep.
Despite
I
our age, we
relate.
fight a lot. I'm 22, she's 21. You reckon that? And
No,
you,
no. Age is just a number, dude.
yeah, you reckon
I
that
fully
I've
expect
been-
you when you're 60 and your sister's 59
Dude.
to still
I guess
be
the
fighting.
nature of the conflict becomes
Yeah,
different,
yeah.
like, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, me and my sister still fight a lot. I guess it's because of how close we are, not only in the space we occupy, but also the relationships we possess, we
Okay.
share. So we can fight about things ranging from, wow, dude, I can fight from, let's say, if I ask my sister a simple question, where do you go today? And she give me a short answer. I can find a problem with her answer because I want a longer answer. I want my sister to reciprocate.
Yeah.
But sometimes she just is too tired to reciprocate and she will give me a one-word answer and I will simply just flare up. And I think it's not because I find a problem with her. I think it's because we are too close. And we are too close and I find comfort. Okay, come on. The more comfortable you are with a person, the more likely it is that you are upfront with the conflict. Am I right?
Yep.
Even with your good friends, take that for a proxy. Even with your good friends, whenever you have something bad to share, you will immediately bring it up to them because you're comfortable too. There is transparency, and I think I value that in my relationship with my family members. It's just so happened that it comes with transparency. My emotions get very raw. I convey that. The message is I convey that immediately upfront without filter. And yeah, But how do I navigate around? I think end of the day, my family members know that this is just part and parcel of life, and that conflicts do happen with between individuals. That as long as you share a common space, as long as you share a relationship, bound to have a conflict.
So it's just a mutual understanding that you guys share, and then at the end of the day, you sleep on it.
We
and then
let
you let
go
it
down.
like just put out.
Yeah, but just to not give you that boring ass answer,
Well,
just to top it off, if let's say the conflict is something that is bad, like
Okay.
for instance, I mess up big time.
Yep.
Let me give you an example. So there was once, me and my sister, we were arguing something very small, and then
Really?
it escalated.
Yep.
It escalated to the point where, and I was driving on the road.
Okay.
And I was I'm the one that lose my temper easily.
Okay.
And so I was being very, 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 not only very hazardous in my driving, and yes, I do admit it's on me, but this is where things get out of hand, you know. And then how does me and my family navigate around
Yeah.
this? I remember correctly, there was no resolution to that
Oh
issue.
goodness. Oh.
There was no resolution to that issue.
It was just let's sleep on it.
Let's sleep on it,
We'll
rub
deal
it
with
under
this
the
some other time.
carpet. But I'm close enough to my mom and my sister that I know the message they want to give me is, you have to work on your temper. And
Okay.
when you put your emotions aside, and this comes with also maturity that not every 18-year-old or 16-year-old will have, that as you age, and with humility, you understand that yes, I have to change in my ways in how I deal with conflicts.
For sure.
And I'm only able to conclude on that
Yep.
because I'm close enough to my parents, and I thank them for it. And I'm close enough to my mom and my sister, and that I'm able to get the implicit message without even settling on something that is very explicit. And so that is the benefit you can derive from having a close relationship, but also there are consequences, and from consequences there are different ways to handle it.
Pros and cons, lah.
Of
Yeah,
course,
but
everything.
It's quite interesting that you mentioned the way you deal with conflict, because like you mentioned that you get very emotional when it comes, or you get very in touch with your emotions, especially when you're in a close relationship with the people that you're having a conflict with, right? I do it a bit differently.
Oh,
And what I mean by that is
tell me, sir.
I get very logical
Ah.
and no emotions when I'm really upset with someone or when conflict arises. So this happens. Okay, so a value that I possess, or that not possess, that I hold near and dear to my heart is, if you can't be nice to someone, be professional. You don't have to be
Interesting.
a bad person, because we keep it PG here.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be a bully.
Yeah.
You just have to be professional. Get what you want to say out. Solve the conflict. Get it done. So to me, that's the mode of operation that I work on. So when it comes to certain big conflicts that really like rile me up, they're like, whoa, I am not taking this from you. I like to think that I won't become pagro. I'll just be very systematic about things. I will be very logical about things. Why are you getting upset about this? What can I do to change? How can we solve this problem happening right now? So for instance, if let's say, go back to the car scenario. I want to use the car. My dad doesn't allow me. I will immediately ask why. And then I ask why, not like a why, but as a why not?
Right,
because
right.
if it's something to do with me, like, do you not trust me? Do you not trust my
right.
driving skills?
Right.
My ability to drive safely on the road?
In a way, you're trying to reconcile with that no.
Correct. Yeah. So so it's like, if it's, and not only that, I want to know why so that I can address the why. If it's something that's within my control, then I can change it.
Yeah.
If it's not, kind of not my problem. But like, so to me, it's like, if it's on me that my driving skills are bad, let me show it to you.
Okay.
And then when you see that my driving skills are on par with yours, if not just slightly below, but enough to drive a car on my own, then that's problem solved. If the issue lies in any other external factors, I want him to be able to tell me, to communicate with me, so that I better understand where he's coming from, as opposed to just taking no for an answer.
Fair enough.
So, yeah, so like I'm looking for all these reasons so that I can figure out what's within my locus of control.
Right.
And if it's something that I can change, I will change. So that next time, my probability of getting a yes rises. But if not, if it's not within my control, if it's an external factor, external to my dad, then it's like okay, bo piano, boops. I just have to suck it up. Today was not a good day.
Yeah.
But if it's on my dad, and it's like just no, I just don't like your face. Like he won't say that, but that's at extreme. Like let's not even put my dad into this context. It could be anybody. I just don't like your face. That's why I didn't hire you. I don't like your face. That's why I didn't friend you. If that really is the case, then that's something that I would hope for someone to let me know, so that I can go about my day. So that this conflict won't ever arise again, because I know how to deal with you. I know what you're thinking. So different mode of operation. We completely steered away from the question. How do you navigate conflict, right? So
Hey, but
sorry.
it's important. It's important to talk about this.
Yeah, so how to link back is, when it comes to navigating conflicts with people, I tend to use this this logical mode of operation. But I recognize that there are people like yourself, like my parents, like everyone else who's just more human than I am, who will get emotional, will get angry when you say the wrong things, will get defensive when they find it to be a personal attack. So then it's about knowing the person well enough such that you know what they're thinking before you even enter the conversation, and you can talk on the same frequency as them.
Yeah.
And that's a skill that I've yet to learn, but it's a skill that my mom has constantly been pressing me to learn.
Yeah.
Because it is a life skill. It's just as important as like going about your day to day.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the.
I guess that's that question answered.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
question indeed answered. Let's go to the dare, shall we? For a bit of a.
There?
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Okay, we'll like completely scrape. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let's keep it
Let's
fresh.
just do it there. Let's just do
keep
it there.
it fresh. Let's
I'm
do it.
filling up for
Let's do
there.
it.
Okay.
I'm not, but like you said so let's go.
Text your parents saying that you love them.
Ayo, okay. Ayo, okay.
Yeah, I guess my parents is here. Hi, mom. I love you a lot.
Ayo, 사랑해.
Yeah. Hey, Luke. Your turn, Luke.
Okay, so wow.
Let me read the card again. It says text. your
Text?
parents.
No. We do it.
Okay,
we go
okay.
big.
Okay, fine.
Hey, you use the camera, so can I, okay?
Okay, sure.
This is an equal household.
Okay.
So hi mom, hi dad. Love you. So I'll be having dinner at home. So can look forward to that. Yay! Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I think that was the dad. That was a very cute, wholesome moment.
Yeah, that was,
Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
That was awesome.
Shout out to my mom who will be seeing this at a timestamp that I tell her later, and
Okay.
my dad too.
Okay. So they'll completely skip to. They'll not skip through everything, right? They watch through everything, right? Liu?
I don't know.
Okay, let's
Hey,
just
we
hope
talked
they do.
about time just now. They have other important things to do, like
Fair
watch their
enough,
night dramas.
fair
Look,
enough.
that's important to them.
This is fun. This is drama.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Not so much drama.
But one thing is drama for sure is the comment section. So
oh no.
let's take a look.
Shout out to more grandpa comments.
Okay, they say is
I
what
don't want to
is-
be called a grandpa.
Okay, mommy, if you are watching this, Grace said something. Mommy, if you're watching this, I love you. I didn't mean not to pick up your phone every morning
Ayo.
because I wake up at 12 p.m.
Wow. Wow.
All right, Grace.
Wow.
To our friend Grace here, we have a word of wisdom. Firstly, why you waking up at 12 p.m.?
Secondly, how?
How are you waking up at 12 p.m.?
Why and how? Please leave it in the comment section down
Yeah.
below.
And
What
yeah.
other comments do you see, Ethan?
What other comments I see? You sound so false, Luke.
Who? Me?
Yes,
Like
you.
on what? Wait, who said that?
Grace. Grace also said that. You sound
Okay,
so
excuse me,
false.
Grace. But I love my parents. Yeah. I love them very much.
Gosh. Oh wow. Okay lah. The comment section is brimming with love. It's spamming with heart shapes.
Ayo, so cute.
Yeah, and my mom just casually messaging people inside, friends inside.
Wow, okay, they're like full on having a conversation.
Full on having their own.
Hey, go check this out.
Yeah, man.
My
Wow.
son's on here.
I'm telling you, this is a very wholesome conversation we're having, Luke. Huh?
Shall we go on to the next question?
Let's do one more. Let's
To
do
unravel
one.
a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do one to wrap up.
One to wrap up. Okay,
One to wrap up. Let's
fantastic.
go.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. What are your thoughts on chosen family versus family by blood?
Chosen family.
So we're talking about like friends, like swan brothers, like godparents, like whoever you take so dearly that they can almost be considered family. So it can be an old childhood friend as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, family by blood is like whoever's
Yeah,
related
right.
to you.
So objective and subjective. Right. Something like that.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on it?
Okay.
Or shall I go
Interesting.
first?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay.
Yep.
Family by blood and chosen family. Okay, so let me just share another
Okay.
fun thing that I saw
love
on the
stories.
interweb, and it was on philosophy. And not to dive too deeply into this, but it talked about family dynamics, and there were a few constructs that were being talked about when it came to family by blood. So when you're born, you don't get to choose you yourself as the one being birthed. Doesn't get to choose whether or not you want to come into the world.
That's true.
Your parents do. And they say that by that definition, because they made the choice for you, you owe it to them for making that choice, for bringing your life into this world. And so by that extension, you ought to be showing a lot of filial piety, a lot of love, a lot of loyalty to the people who have really given you life, given you the sanctity of life. And that's one school of thought. The other school of thought is that it's on nurturing. So from birth, because they are your dependents, they give you food, they give you water, they give you shelter, they fulfill all your needs as a child, you are then obligated to give back as sort of like almost a transactional relationship where like if I take something from you, it means like I gotta give something back, and I can't do without the things you're taking me. I can't do without the things that you're giving me, like food, water, and shelter. You can't expect like a 5-year-old to go and walk out
That's true.
and like finding a home, right?
Yeah,
So
that's very true.
because my parents have gifted me these, I am obligated to give them back in some way of, some shape or another. And the only way that I can do so is through love, through filial piety, and through care and concern. Then there's the third school of thought that was quite interesting to me. It said of a friendship. So it was termed as a friendship. So when you are born, the moment you're born, you go into a friendship agreement with your parents, which means because you didn't make the choice to come into this world, you are not obligated to do anything for anyone. For instance, if I don't do something for you, you are not obligated to do something for me. You don't have to do something for me. You only do it because you want to. So if my parents want to give birth to me, that's their choice, not mine. And therefore, I am not obligated to give them that filial piety, that love, that care and concern, which I think would strike a lot of in the comment sections or like for most Asian cultures, because that's not what we're taught. But yeah, that was something that I saw, which was a friendship agreement where like, as I grow older, even as you're giving me all these things, you don't have to. You could throw me out onto the streets.
Yeah.
You're heartless for doing so, but you really don't have to give me all these. You know, you can force me to go and fend for myself. That is also an option. It's just many, if not all, can't bring themselves to do this. But if they do, that's not on them. That's their choice. It's just a choice that I have to suffer the consequences for. And therefore, if they were to do that, I don't have to friend them. I don't have to see them as someone that I need to give back to. You go your way, I go mine. But if we foster a nice relationship that spans my whole childhood into my teenage years, into my adolescence and young adulthood, then if I see you as a friend, I would do nice things for you too. You know, it's like what I do for my friends. Yeah, but that's as far as it goes.
Right.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see these three school of thoughts, because then it plays it back into the question of chosen family and family by blood. I think both will result in very strong kinship only if you and the other party chooses to make it so. If I don't want to foster a good relationship with my parents, it's never going to be a good relationship, because a relationship is about two parties. One has to give, one has to take, and it's always giving and taking at the same time. So if I choose not to have a good relationship with my parents, that's on me, you know. And for chosen family, if I choose to shower a friend with a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of concern, to the point that you call me at 3 a.m., I'll show up and be there for you, that speaks volumes about the amount of trust, care, and concern that I put into that relationship. And at the end of the day, it is me who's putting that effort in. It's all on me, right? It's all on the parties who are involved. So I think chosen family can exist and can grow and nurture and flourish way more than a family by blood. Way more than family by blood can. But by the same token, family by blood can be so strong that I know of friends who like prioritize their families like over all their friends. So for instance, like on their birthdays, I had a friend who told me, my mom gave birth to me, so I'm going to share this day with her. And it's a special moment that I was like, wow, okay, that's how strong your kinship is. And that shows to me that you prioritize family by blood over chosen family. So I think both paradigms can exist. What about you, Ethan? Sorry, that was so deep and so long.
That was good. That was insightful.
Yeah.
Food for thought for everyone. Well, this is my take on it. I've been one thing about so I'm a social science student, right? And part of being a social science student would be to dissect the fundamental substructures of society. Essentially,
Okay.
on what grounds and how we have come to form normative values, normative principles that are taken for granted in these days. And so I've been so intrigued by the family model, and that I went to the Bible. And funny enough, here's a piece of wisdom from the Bible, is that the Bible is not a religious text. In many ways, it is the first library of books that pretty much form the foundation of which civilization is resting upon right now. Many of the principles.
Yeah.
We talk about family, for instance. In the book of Exodus, I've been so enamored by this and drawn into it. I was studying the book of Exodus. They had the 2 stone tablets on 10 commandments, and one of the principles is to honor thy mom and father.
Wow.
Yeah, honor your mom and honor your dad. And I've been putting some thought into it, and the reason is because fundamentally, having a family that is tied to you by blood forms a foundational unit for yourself, at least, for the individual that is embedded within a society. What do I mean by this? When you honor your mom, when you honor your father, in a sense, it's also having a relationship with them, trying to sustain that relationship, trying to strengthen it on a firm foundation. And what you have is essentially a stable unit, something that, and of course this is circumstantial, and I know a lot of families that are broken, a lot of families that are fractured. But the wisdom here is that, back on what you said as well, when you give, you'll ultimately take back in some way or form. And so I think the principle here is that when you have a social unit, it is when you have your family in the social as a social unit, it becomes something that I would like to say that it's a bit more stable than your other family. And and I 100% acknowledge your point that the other family is strong. The other family can derive a different experience. For instance, I'm closer to my friends on certain, and I feel more comfortable to talk to them on certain topics as opposed to my mom and my dad.
Yep.
Or I guess my mom in this case. But I think the root of the issue is that when you, and this is what they say, blood is thicker than water.
Yep.
When crisis occurs, when something emerges out of chaos, the ones that you can really count on are essentially your family, because through thick and thin, they're there for you.
That is true.
They're there for you.
Yep.
You are tied to them not only by blood, but legally as well.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think my take on this is that other families complement what you cannot do with your immediate family unit. And this is why, yes, and this is why we have close friends. It is not that they are considered family, they are close to you and they can be considered family.
Yeah.
But that's where you prioritize. And they are alternate to your family in some sense.
Okay.
But through thick and thin, the immediate family is there.
So your chosen family serves to supplement.
The chosen family definitely
family
choose the
blood.
supplements.
Okay.
Yeah, it's complementary.
Okay.
Well, but we have to wrap it up in some way or form.
Unless we got time for one more question, getting approval from the.
Wait.
Oh, okay. No?
No.
Yes? No? Okay.
Honestly,
No.
look, we can go on for hours, bro. We can go on talking for hours.
Okay, I want to do
real
like
topics.
one.
You want to do one more?
One more question. Okay, one more question, and then we
Okay.
call it there. Yeah, because I think we're on a roll right
I
now.
think we're on a roll. Yeah.
Okay. Not this one because that was the question that we just
Yeah,
answered.
we make the same mistakes all over again.
Okay. This is perfect to wrap it up.
Yeah, sure.
What is one thing that you have never thanked someone in your family for, but you really appreciate? One thing, and that's where we're gonna leave it.
I think, to put it simple, my mom.
Okay.
And her all the effort she has put in, raising me and my sister single-handedly, giving us a comfortable life. I think that's what I appreciate about my mom the most.
I like that.
100%.
For me, one thing that I deeply appreciate my mom for is knowing how to give me that, like allowing me to have that freedom.
Yeah.
I think that's something that I just never really quite thanked her for. And I'm someone who really needs his space, like his me time, his me space, and just the freedom to go and explore whatever makes me happy. And to have someone who's so supportive in that without being overbearing, like yet having structure but without being overbearing, I think that's just such a fine line to toe. But I think my mom does it so well, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Wow.
For my dad, it's the same, but like in a different context, because like my mom does it. My mom still cares. Still says like not still cares, but like still takes it upon herself to ask every night like, oh, how you feeling? How you doing? My dad on the other hand is like completely hands off. But when times get tough, when I'm ill, he'll always step in to say like one line of, you feeling okay? How are you feeling today? And just those one-liners really serve to help just make me feel loved. And I think those are the things that I'm appreciative of my parents for.
Wow. That's good.
So wholesome.
That's very wholesome.
Shout out to Grace again. I really love my parents.
Very wholesome indeed.
Okay, this is proof. Yeah,
Love.
but man, that was heavy. That was
That was good. That was good. But as much as you and me, Luke, we can go on forever.
Is that what we have to call it?
I guess so. For real, thought we can go on forever. Really.
I really had a good time.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah, I have to do something right now.
Oh,
Both of us have to do something right now.
what do we have to do?
We are being hinted to do something which I have no clue, no idea whatsoever, because I'm a dad, I'm an uncle.
Okay, say it for me. Like,
Okay.
just for the viewers at
So
home,
they say-
right, I'm not wearing my. I forgot.
So they say-
okay, my specs are like right here.
To act
but like
cute
I
for
can't
the
wear my
cam.
specs. So
To act cute for the camera.
like
Okay,
as
3,
we
2, 1.
conclude,
3.
as we
Yes,
what?
as we conclude.
As we conclude.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
we were.
Okay, so
end-
what were we gonna do? Like,
Okay.
Well,
We end
no,
off with
no.
that. We end off with that.
dude, wait.
That's
wait,
how
wait.
we end
Like
off
that?
with. Yeah.
Okay, I said that as a joke, but okay. Like,
Okay. Why not do it right now?
Okay,
Alright?
how about we do this? I think that's easier. Okay.
All right, right now.
Okay,
3.
wait. Our producer is hinting to us to do 3. I'm assuming 3 poses.
Okay.
Okay, they are like, yeah.
Okay, okay.
3 posts. Okay, so 1,
Then we 2.
2.
Then we 3. How about that?
Dang, okay.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it like how the cool kids these days do it. They do it like that.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
not even
okay.
keeping up to date.
Okay, we start like that. Okay, come on, I'll teach you. I'll
Okay.
teach you. So, like that.
Alright.
Okay, you got
Like
it.
this, like this?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we'll do
Okay,
it.
so, wait, before that, before we conclude, do make sure to check out, do make sure to let us
Yeah, we
know
have to do that.
what other episodes you would like to see and what other topics you would like us to talk about in the future episodes of SMUAlive.
Mm-hmm.
And this has been SMUBE Campus Radio. Say what you want to say. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
And listening to our podcast. Do make sure to go and check out all our socials that will be in the description box down below.
Yeah.
Drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, goodness.
Alright,
Okay.
let's just do it.
And with that, it's time to be cute. Come on, Ethan, let's go. Okay, 3.
3,
What shall we say? Sarang hey?
Let's just do it, man. 3,
3, 2,
1.
Sarang
Oh,
hey!
I'm not even saying it, bro.
Okay, no. Then they want us to do a second post.
Okay, second
Yeah,
post,
so-
we do that one.
Well, keep
Yeah.
that for the last. That's
Yeah.
the best for last.
That's the last one.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll do this now.
Okay.
Okay, now.
3, 2, 1.
What shall we say? Are we gonna say anything?
3,
we
2, 1, love.
love. Okay.
Okay, 3, high pitch love. Okay, 3, 2, 1,
Love.
Oh my god.
Okay, and for the last one, wow, shoot. What shall we do?
What's the last
We're
one?
doing this.
Yeah.
But what shall we say? Drop it in the comments down below. What shall we say? This? I mean,
Let's just do LOVE. L O
whoa. Okay, that's
V.
wait. That's high tech. That's high tech.
That's high tech. Okay, follow me. Okay, follow me. Just follow me. All right, follow my cue. Okay.
And do what?
Okay, follow
and
me.
do what?
Just follow me. Promise to follow me.
Okay, I'll follow.
Alright,
Okay.
3, 2, 1. L.
That's not L.
That's L. No, that's not L, but L.
L?
We're spelling out
L?
love. All right.
Yeah, but what? Huh? This
Okay.
is not L.
L.
This is chaos.
Follow me.
Wait,
L.
what?
Follow me,
L.
O.
O.
V.
V.
E.
E.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. That's
Okay,
how we're
this-
gonna end. Yes.
We hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Once again, drop a like, share, and subscribe. And till next time, bye.
Bye.
That was. Whoa.